The other process of what we do is we look at, we'll talk about XCORE now, about bringing new projects on. Everyone wants to know the value of XCORE, why it's spiking, what's happening, why does that one go higher than the other? The reality is, everything's going to go higher, people buy, everything's going to go lower, people sell. It doesn't matter if this is a stock or Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's just the amount of sellers or the amount of buyers. That's just economics. I don't control that. I wish I did. I would tell everybody it's going to go to $300 tomorrow, and I hope to goodness it does. But I can't control that. It could go to a penny tomorrow. It could go to 7 zeros and a 1. I can't control that either. What I can do is put in something that's never been done in crypto, which is the first revolutionary product that has true live assets with revenues that go and burn. There's not a single other token in the world that does that. That's what's revolutionary for us. We have deflationary to take tokens out. We have halvings. We have deflationary with taxes. We have revenues coming in and burning. No other token ever in history has ever been done this. This is us. This is what makes us different. This is why black gold did get a 50, even today at the lower off all-time highs, we're 56,000% higher than when that token launched. It's been a year. Do I get upset when people come to me and say, well, yeah, but this license is only making $10 a day? If you're in crypto, do you understand $8,000 to $9,000 Bitcoin miner that will cost you $200 a month to run will make you $3.80 a day in Bitcoin? And that's at Bitcoin's at $20,000, which right now it's not. I know that because we used to mine a lot of Bitcoin. Our power bills were over $1 million a month. Bitcoin, Ethereum just changed because of how hard it is to mine. We created what's called synthetic proof of work. The synthetic proof of work solves the problem with high data-driven storage on a blockchain, and it makes it so you can actually run these things anywhere on any device around the world. It takes the major power bill off of mining, off the proposition of mining. It allows households to mine instead of industry. It allows me to get into partnerships with Joe and have him push it out to the world without saying, you can only do this if you have a commercial piece of property with a power transformer, and by the way, you have to make sure that you have X amount of kilowatts going to that transformer. This is something that's never been done. We are doing that. We do it based off the education and years of background in this space, and time and effort on the ground. I would not be able to put together the gold project, silver project, without my 2 partners, but my family being here and actually digging with shovels. This isn't something that we sit behind a desk. This is something we have to know every single bit. It's like we are farmers. We have grows physically in Colorado. Why? I wanted to know what it was like to put a seed in the ground, what it actually takes, what are the problems, how do we solve these problems? What do? I do everything. But I don't do it for very long. I do everything to know it. I do everything so I can look at it. I do everything so how do we break it? How do we figure out how to make it better? Then, is it profitable? Does it do what we're trying to do? Does it help the people? Does it help us? Does it help the ecosystem? Those are 3 things I ask every single day. If it doesn't do those 3, okay, we're gonna find something else. We're gonna go somewhere else because that's what we have to do, because the people running the licenses have to be excited about the project. The ecosystem has to thrive. At the end of the day, the people that are working on the end of the day, there has to be a value for them to be part of us. We want to be able to get eventually into all these without any monetary process. I don't want to have to buy royalties. I don't want to have to sit there and give people stuff anymore. I want people to come to me purely because they are so excited about being part of that box. And this is already starting to happen on your end. People are offering us royalties for nothing. They want to use the Debtbox name and the tokenization we're doing in certain assets, oil, gas primarily. They want it because they want to be able to say, we are the first blockchain to actually deliver results with revenue. These are countries. These are large Fortune 500 companies. These are not mom and pop issues. So when you start getting that type of traction, it really helps the cannonball start going faster and faster and faster. Why I got involved with Joe, and the beauty about the partnership is a lot of convincing. I started going with this product down registered investment advisor route. Investment banks, they don't have money. I'm already helping the people on the farmer level. And in my head, I was like, okay, we've helped the people, we've got the supply chain fixed, let's go to the big boys and get the money. That's where the money is, let's just go there. And my brother and I looked at a lot. I brought him on as some consulting for Debtbox. And I talked with my family quite a bit. I brought my partners, Roy and Chad, on. We looked at it, and how do we get this to more people? How do we help people that are in areas that we're not actually growing, we're not mining, we're not doing the drilling? How do we spread this wider? Well, my brother had an ingenious idea, and he said, take this to multi-level marketing. And that was about a 5-second conversation. I said no. Ironically, we were being courted by some of the largest multi-level marketing companies in the world. I'm in Utah. Wasatch Front, trust me, about everybody's there. People saw what we were doing and immediately started calling me. A lot of our nodes are actually with board members of other companies that are by far larger than anything here in this room. Millions of distributors. The reality is, we weren't ready for that. We wanted to grow with somebody. I didn't want to deal with a board. I wanted to be able to deal with somebody that I can have a common conversation with, we can have common goals, and we can leave a 5 to 10 minute meeting and have a handshake or have a disagreement, but one way or another, tomorrow we're gonna get up and talk to each other. We're gonna figure out this out. You deal with a board, I am the controller of debt box. I have a debt council to basically give me good counsel to make sure we're doing it right. We've instituted voting for our node holders so that now I can get communities to start going. Why are we not fully decentralized? We have farms to run. We're not like any other blockchain project either. We cannot be fully decentralized. As much as I would love to say we are 100% decentralized, that will never happen unless I decide to mine and grow stuff in the metaverse. And there's no money there, so let's not do that. I looked at this as being a partnership with Joe and me after the Africa trip. I went to Africa, I met a lot of you guys there. I got on the plane to South Africa and I told my brother, I'm gonna do this. I said I would. My answer is probably gonna be no when we get on the plane on my own. But I wanna go see it for myself, I wanna see the people. You guys in this room made the decision for me to say yes. It was how pleasant you were. The individuals in South Africa changed the projection for IX forever. Because I sat there and on the way home, I looked at Joe and I said, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. We need to talk when we go. Jake almost passed out on the plane coming home. He said, I did not think that was gonna happen. Joe and I worked out a strategy to put things out to the market very quickly as a pool to test it, to just try and figure it out. That was natural gas. We released it early. We gave you guys the pricing that our node holders start with. Joe bought a large block and allowed you guys to sell them. Today, you still have them less than I sell on our side by a lot. We're still going to investment banks. We sell millions of dollars in chunks from the investment banks. Our natural gas license is over $70,000 from our side. I think Joe's still selling for under $7 grand. So he should raise his prices. But we're almost sold through that project. The nice thing is, black gold and natural gas, we have a contract in-house as long as Joe sells around 100 and change left. We will be sold out of both those projects, and both those projects will turn to NFTs in the first quarter of next year. How cool would that be? Raise prices. We have without being the same company, we have a very good working relationship. And I think that should give you a good intro, should give you how we met, why we're here. I think that's right.
And that actually takes us